Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated and come to order. This courtroom is now in session.
All right, we're going to go on the record on the case of the people of the state of California versus Brian Palacios. That's case CN 318110. If I can get appearances, please.
Deputy District Attorney David Uyar for the people.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Welsh on behalf of Mr. Palacios, who's present before the court, out of custody.
Good morning to you, and good morning to you, Mr. Palacios. We're here for sentencing on your case. And before I get to that, I just want to make some comments about what brings us here. The facts, as I understand them, is that you decided to celebrate your birthday in a way that most people find appropriate. You celebrated it with friends.
Yes, sir.
That's not the problem. The problem isn't even that you decided, despite the fact that you weren't of legal age in California to drink, that you decided to drink on the night of your birthday. Your decision to drive the next morning, though, when you still weren't sober, is what brings us here today. And so what I know to be true is that there's nothing I'm going to be able to do today that brings justice to the families that are here today. And I say that to the families that I know that are here. I apologize in advance. I wish that somehow by what I said today, I could bring back your loved ones. I can't. Mr. Palacios can't. And so what I can try to give you is some measure of what the court considers justice in this case. And before I get to your statements, I just want Mr. Palacios to know that it's a shame that we're here. It's a shame, especially in your case, because by all accounts, you had everything going for you in life. And at 18, you decided to understand how the system treats you differently. Because you were 18 when this crime was committed, it's one of the first things that you get to do to celebrate being an adult, is you get to be in front of me in court, getting ready to be sentenced to prison, and that's where I'm going to send you today.
Hey, Brian.
What's up?
It's your birthday tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
What you got planned?
To be honest with you, I think my parents are just throwing a dinner party with my family, and then after I might just hang out with my girl.
That's lame. Come on, you can't be inside on your 18th birthday.
I mean, it is what it is, you know. I ain't got much planned tomorrow.
All right, well, listen. My parents are going to Vegas. I'm going to have the house to myself. I can get us drinks. 18th birthday is on me. Come on.
I mean, I'll think about it, bro. How about that?
All right, you gonna text me?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna happen.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty gnarly. Yeah.
Hey Dylan.
Yeah.
You surf, right?
Yeah.
We were kind of trying to learn how or wondering if you could like help us out.
Yeah, we're going this side of the ocean side here. I'd love to teach you guys.
No way, can we come with you guys?
Yeah, we'll pick you up.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Hey, wait. On Saturday, y'all gonna come to my party, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll see you guys later.
Okay, cool.
It's your boy Guido. I hope y'all had a good Friday. I got a quick announcement to make. Tomorrow night, I'm throwing Brian an 18th birthday party. So if you know where I live, pull it to the crib, cause we gonna get it in, you know what I'm saying? Whenever to whenever. Brian, this is for you.
What's up, Jacob? Nah, I'm still here with my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What do you... Nah, I mean, thanks for the offer and all, but I mean, I told you, I'm here with my family, dude, so I think I'm just gonna hang out with them instead. Alright, nah, I don't believe you, bro, honestly.
Nah, bro, I'm already here. That's me.
Oh, what's up?
See? Party time, boy, come on.
I I'll think about it, bro. I mean,
Who is it?
Oh, it's my friend Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
nice to
How
meet
doing?
you.
Nice to meet you. Come in.
Come here,
All right,
bro.
thanks.
Real quick, yeah. So,
I got people at the house. Missions ago, we're all just waiting for you, boy. The birthday boy. Come on.
All right, then let me just ask my mom real quick.
All right. I'll wait right here.
All right.
Don't take too long.
Voy a hablar con mi mamá, ¿ok? Ma,
¿Qué pasó, mi amor?
está bien si voy a la fiesta de mi amigo, es que dice que tiene algo para mí, ¿está bien?
¿En serio? ¿Te vas a ir?
Sí.
Ok, si quieres ir, ya le dijiste a papi.
Sí, pues, is it okay if I go to...
Yeah, just be sure you come back in the morning because we got a surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise for you.
My brother?
Wow, you have to wait. You have to wait.
I said, if it's my brother, then I'll be back for sure.
Yeah, you have to be here in the morning.
Alright then.
Ok, con mucho cuidado, ¿ok?
That's fine.
¿Ok? Vete con cuidado y te vienes temprano, ¿sale?
Ok.
Ok, no, Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Right?
Ok.
Take care.
Hey Jacob, I'm gonna take Lorelli too, alright?
That's totally fine. More people the better.
You guys have fun.
Thank you for letting me take them.
Yeah, no problem. And drive safely. Yeah.
Always. All right. Thank you guys for coming to my party. Brian, come up here, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Bro, come on. Yeah! Alright, so as y'all know, this is his 18th birthday. This is the whole reason why I'm having this party. And before anybody takes any alcohol or any drinks, I want my boy Brian to take the first shot right here.
Oh, man.
Come on, bro, come on! Come on. Who wants one? That's right, Jack. I got you right here. Nope. That's right, Gabby. Step up.
I got my Jim Beam right here.
Yeah, Jacob.
I'm gonna go big. Cheers!
I can't.
Bro,
I'm training.
you're at my party.
I know.
It's okay, Brian. You drink it.
You drink it.
No, I want to share this with everyone.
Share with that?
With you.
Nah.
Come on.
Come on, Brian.
Hey, That's it, bro. That's it. Why? It's too much. I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go sit somewhere else, bro. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like sit here. What's up, guys? Sit here, bro. Oh my god, bro. I don't feel that. I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm happy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Happy 18th birthday, Brian. Let's cheer it up, Jack.
Hey, Lorelli.
What?
Hey, time is it?
No.
Hey, we gotta go. Come on. Promise my parents I had to be home. Come on. We have to go. Hey, wake her up, right? Wake her up, wake her up. Jacob. Jacob. Come on, yeah, you gotta take me home, bro.
I can't take you home.
Please, bro. I promised my parents I had to be home early.
I'm still drunk.
Bro, I think I'm good, bro. Just let me drive. Please, come on. I have to be home.
Okay. Alright, let me find my keys.
Hey, bro, come with me, bro, please. Come, please.
Alright, I got it.
Yeah.
Are you guys good?
Are you good?
Yeah, we're all good. Come on, just come on.
Alright.
Just come on.
The waves are good. Dude, honestly, I've been surfing since I was like 3.
Yeah, I'm so stoked to hit the waves today. It's a beautiful day out.
Yeah, it should be the perfect day to teach you guys. Are you excited?
Yeah, I don't know how much I'll remember.
How's wrestling, dude? I hear you might make it to state.
Yeah, that's the goal, and it's looking pretty good this year.
Dude, that's so sick. That's so sick.
You guys excited for graduation?
Yeah, man. I can't wait to get out of here, go to college.
Hey, you're good though, right? You're good?
Yeah,
Cause this is my car. If you crash it, my mom is gonna kill me.
bro, relax. I know what I'm doing. Alright, relax. Stop, chill out. I know what I'm doing, alright?
Hey, quit swerving though, for real.
I'm not swerving,
Whoa, whoa, hey.
Hey,
Relax, bro.
bro, chill out. I know what I'm doing.
Come on now.
Slow down, bro.
Hey, bro. What are you doing?
What?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh,
Whoa!
God, oh my God! Lorelli!
No, Noah!
Please make it. Please make it.
Oh my God!
This is so bad! This cannot happen.
Sorry, bro. I'm so sorry,
Come over here and sit down. Sit down.
we got a paralyzed patient in the We'll take it right away.
Rotate. We're gonna spin you, okay? Just like this, and just lay back, alright?
You got that? I got his feet when it comes out. Okay. Go to slide with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Go let go, bud.
Oh, I had it all for me, bro. I messed up.
Okay. Just get a set of vitals in the back. Yeah, collar's open. Okay, we're gonna go to the LZ. We're going to LZ.
We got 2 dead. We got 1 severe, and then 5 walking wounded. I think the driver's over here someplace up curb. We have 2, 1 for the front. Yeah. Heavy smell of fluid. Okay. What happened in the crash?
Anything else hurt?
No, I just feel a little nauseous all of a sudden. You're here? No, sir.
Okay.
Anything here?
So let's go ahead and move over here, okay?
Over here.
Come on up with me. You think you can walk? Are your legs okay?
Yeah.
All right. Come on over here. See what's coming through your head, yeah? Again, how old are you?
I just turned 18.
You just turned 18, so you're not 21 yet.
Wow.
So, you're drinking and you're not 21 yet?
Yes, sir.
Look up here. No. Ready? Look here. Don't move your head. Ready? No. Don't move your head. Here we go. Just your eyes.
No way this is happening.
Understand? Take a deep breath. No, blow her.
I'm sorry, Brian. Brian, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was gonna go this far. I'm sorry, Brian.
But before I do that, I want to hear from the family members of your victims, and I'll start with Mr. Uyar. Any comments for anybody that's here to make a victim impact statement?
My name is Matt Latwada.
And what would you like me to know?
I tried to write something to express to the court how I feel about this, the loss of my son. The pain, the anger, and it just doesn't work. I can't write it down. I have no idea how to explain the impact of this selfish, careless decision, and how I'm left with my wife and my daughter to live out this decision for the rest of our lives. And I can't say anything else.
All right, thank you, sir, for coming in. Mr. Uyar, anyone else?
Yes.
My name is Keely Dunn.
And what would you like me to know, Miss Dunn?
I was in the back seat behind one of the victims, Noah, when it happened. And I'll never forget the feeling of trying to wake him up, even though we knew he was dead. And you can't put into words what it's like to be so close to someone who's already gone. And I remember getting out of the car and seeing Brian there. And nothing will ever amount to the anger and the pain and the frustration I felt at that moment. Knowing that this was all because of one choice. But I want him to know that despite all of this, I forgive him because I believe that from all of this, there's something to be learned and taken from it. And this doesn't mean that we're not angry or that it is okay, but I just want no more negative to come from this and only positive.
Your Honor, we are here today, and I echo the comments of the victims that came before, because of a decision that this defendant made to drive under the influence. A decision, a choice that this defendant made, a selfish choice, to endanger the multiple lives of the people who were on the road with him that day. And as the court has stated, we can't bring those people back, and we can't undo all the harm that the defendant has caused. But we do ask that the court severely sentence this defendant to show him and to show others that we take these offenses very seriously.
Thank you, Mr. Uyar. Mr. Wolski for the defense.
On behalf of Mr. Palacios, he's deeply remorseful and sorry to the victims' families, and his family. This is an accident. He's never had contact with law enforcement before, never been in trouble. He's on his way to college, and he knows there's nothing he can do to change things at this point. But he asked the court to show him some leniency and mercy in sentencing this case. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wolski. So, Mr. Palacios, back to you. And part of what concerns me as I've read the probation officer's report and considered it as part of the sentence in this case is some of the comments that you made. And I understand where you're coming from because, yeah, prior to your 18th birthday, you were a young man that had everything in the world in front of you. You were a great student. Your teachers write letters in support of you and the type of person that you were. But you've told me a little bit about who you were by the choices that you made on your birthday. And you can say, well, it's not really my fault, it's my friend's fault because Jacob was the one that hosted the party. It was at his parents' house. And if Jacob had just done something different, then maybe I wouldn't have ended up driving that day. Or, gee, I thought I wasn't that drunk. I thought I was fine. I could get home safely. And what this job has taught me is there's a lot of people just like you that make those choices, that say, I know what I'm doing is wrong. I know I shouldn't be getting behind the wheel of a car. But I'm going to do it anyway because I'm pretty sure I'll make it home safely. So I want you to turn around and take a look at the families whose lives you've changed forever. And so you know what sorry does, Mr. Palacios? Nothing. Doesn't bring anybody back. Doesn't make them feel whole. Because that's what you've done. You've taken something out of their life that nothing can replace. And so that's why I apologize to them at the beginning, because I can't fill that hole either. I can just give you a sentence that's consistent with our rules of court. And so the first thing I'm required to do is to consider whether this should be a case where you're granted probation. Well, I'm sure your attorney's already told you that's not going to happen. And it's not because I don't think you were a good student or didn't have a bright future. Those are all factors that suggest that you could have been successful on probation, but I believe your crime was so heinous, so terrible, so despicable, you don't deserve probation. The way I view your case is, it's no different than if you've been standing outside on the street with a machine gun and start shooting at people that drove by. Chances are you would have killed people and injured people. Well, that's exactly what you did. You killed people and injured people. But if you had been a shooter, we would have treated you very differently than you're going to get treated today. And I recognize that. But I certainly don't believe it warrants probation for you. So probation is going to be denied. You're going to be committed to the Department of Corrections. And then the next question is just, for how long? Well, the choices for me is I can give you the low term of 4 years, the middle term of 6 years, or the upper term of 10 years. And your youthfulness, your lack of criminal history, would suggest that maybe I should give you the low term. But I know what happened in this case is you took multiple lives and you were intoxicated at the time. And so when I look at that and I look at the harm of the families that you've created, I realize that for me, the appropriate sentence is to send you to the upper term of 10 years. So as to count one, a violation of Penal Code Section 191.5, that's gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. You're committed to the Department of Corrections for 10 years, that's the upper term. In addition, because there's a true finding as to the allegation under Penal Code Section 1192.7, great bodily injury to someone else, you're going to get a consecutive 3-year sentence for a total sentence in prison of 13 years. That's your sentence in this case. My hope is at the completion of this sentence, you decide to live your life in a way that brings honor to the victims' families that are here today. And for now, I need you to go with my bailiff.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
In the long run, we shape our lives and we shape ourselves. The process never ends until we die, and the choices we make are ultimately our own responsibility.
It is your decision and not your condition that determines your destiny.
You are free to make a choice, but you're not free of the consequences of your choice.
Every choice has a cause, and every cause an effect. Be wary of ignorance and choose wisely.
Sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever.
Every decision you make will affect you now or some way in the future.
You're free to make whatever choice you want, but you're not free from the consequences of that choice.
Life is filled with choices. Some we regret, some we are proud of, some we are even fearful of. The message of this is, we are who we choose to be.
Choice, not chance, determines your destiny.
It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped.
Life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you.
And in life, it all comes down to the choices we make and the choices those directions lead us down.
Every choice has an end result, so make it a good one.
You may not like the decisions that you make, but in the long run, you look back and you realize that your character is just as strong as you were before.
Everything in our life is a reflection of our choices. If you want to make a difference, make the right choice.
Everything I've said, everything I've done has brought me here.
Sometimes it's the smallest decisions that'll change your life forever.
Make the choices you can live with.
Before you make a choice, be sure you can live with it.
You're free to make your choices, but you're not free to choose your consequences.
Attitude is a choice, happiness is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you. Choose wisely.